Thank you for listening to my daddy's podcast. Please subscribe to our channel.
All I got to say is, who dat? What's going on, Who Dat Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones. And yes, I am the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And I only have one question for you on this beautiful Sunday morning. Are you ready for some football? Better yet, are you ready for some New Orleans Saints football? Because this is the moment that we all been waiting for. All of the offseason activities. I mean, let's go back to the draft, right? Go back to the rookie mini camp, the training camp, the news that's coming out of training camp, preseason. We've heard all of the noise. We have heard all the reports. But now it is time to put up or shut up. The New Orleans Saints have their very first game of the regular season. They are taking on the Arizona Cardinals inside of the Caesar Superdome. And all Saints fans all around the country and all around the world want to know what type of team the New Orleans Saints will have in 2025. You got yourself a new starting quarterback in Spencer Rattler. You got some exciting young talent that you want to see. But you also have a very talented Arizona Cardinals team coming into the Superdome, and they're not going to lay down for the New Orleans Saints. You got a new head coach in Kellen Moore. What type of offense will the New Orleans Saints have? What type of defense will the New Orleans Saints have under new defensive coordinator Brandon Staley? That's the questions that we need answers to. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this game. Let's talk a little bit about the New Orleans Saints. Once again, new starting quarterback in Spencer Rattler. Rattler started 6 games. He played in 7. Has not won a game as a starter. And it got some Saints fans on edge, a little nervous, feel like he may not be the guy. But I feel this way about Spencer Rattler. I think that people need to eliminate everything that they saw last season, because the reality is this. The Saints were terrible. They had a coach in Dennis Allen that the team did not want to play for, and the organization last year was in shambles. Not to mention the players were hurt, the ones that you relied on each and every week, and you kind of just thrust this young man into the lineup and wanted him to go out here and perform miracles. This time, he has a supporting cast, guys that can get it done, talented offensive players like Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed, and also Brandon Cooks and Alvin Kamara. So he has a supporting cast. My only question is, will this offensive line be able to hold up? Will Eric McCoy be able to stay healthy? Because he is going to be important to the New Orleans Saints offense this season, helping to call out protections. And you also have the young studs on the left and the right side. On the left, Calvin Banks. On the right, Talese Fuaga. You're going to be without Trevor Penning in this game. He got injured in preseason game number 1, dealing with a turf toe injury. So more than likely, Dylan Radins is going to replace him. You got Cesar Ruiz on at the right guard position, kind of hot and cold. But if these guys can put it all together, the New Orleans Saints offense could be effective because you have Alvin Kamara. I anticipate Alvin Kamara being a key contributor in this game versus the Arizona Cardinals, but I also expect for the Arizona Cardinals to zero in on Alvin Kamara. I mean, it would just be smart by their team if they did, because everybody knows how important Alvin Kamara is to the offense. whether it's him running the football or him being one of those guys that Spencer Rattler can check down to and make something out of nothing. So I anticipate Arizona trying to neutralize Alvin Kamara. But the good thing is when you look at Kellen Moore's offense, he's able to utilize the players that he has on his offense and utilize their strengths. So I expect for the New Orleans Saints to possibly take some deep shots with Rashid Shaheed. I expect for them to maybe, clear some space in order for guys like Brandon Cooks and Chris Olave to be able to make plays in space in order for them to maybe get yards after the catch and maybe, turn this thing into a track meet. This is going to be exciting. But also you look at the defensive side of football. What the New Orleans Saints have to do, they have to neutralize Kyler Murray. Over the last couple of years, the New Orleans Saints have had a very, 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 very tough time stopping mobile quarterbacks. And we know that Kyler Murray can not only make plays with his arm, he can make plays with his leg as well. But let's see what this 3-4 defense that the Saints are going to be utilizing this season, how it is going to be able to possibly neutralize Kyler Murray. You got to be able to take players like Trey McBride out of the game. That is a big target in the middle of the field. I don't expect for the New Orleans Saints to completely shut him down, but you got to find ways to try to make sure that he just doesn't completely wreck the game. You got Marvin Harrison Jr. on the outside. Probably going to have Kool-Aid McKinstry locked up on Marvin Harrison. Going to be a big-time matchup for him. And Marvin Harrison in his second season is also trying to prove something. So this is going to be a matchup to watch. They also have Mike Wilson, who is a big target for Kyler Murray as well, and James Conner, who can run in between the tackles and just like Alvin Kamara, catch the ball out of the backfield as well. So the Saints defense is going to have to be able to have Kyler Murray on the ropes. So you got to find a way to get pressure on him. You won't have Chase Young in this game. So it's going to take guys like Cam Jordan and Carl Granderson and Brian Brzee, Devon Godshaw plugging up the middle and being able to try to neutralize James Conner. And also you got some players that are being activated from the practice squad like Fidel Diggs, who is probably going to be in rotation. And you also have Chris Rumph out there as well. So they're going to have to get pressure on Kyler Murray and do not allow him to get comfortable. That's a very talented offensive line that the Arizona Cardinals have. So it should be a very tough task for the New Orleans Saints. But nonetheless, it should be an exciting game. Now, who do I feel is going to win this football game? I got the New Orleans Saints winning this football game in a very close one. I think that the New Orleans Saints, they aren't going to be the team that everybody is talking about this season. That's just my opinion. But I would be happy if I can change my opinion. But as of right now, they probably won't be the household name team that everybody's talking about or the Cinderella story of the season. But I anticipate the New Orleans Saints playing hard in every game because of Kellen Moore. They believe in a guy. They believe in his vision. And because of that, you're going to see the New Orleans Saints go out there and play pretty hard. And in this game, I feel like by them playing hard and executing successfully, they are going to get the win. So it should be an exciting game, Who Dat Nation. Saints versus Arizona Cardinals, week number 1. I'll be back with you after the game to talk a little bit about week 1. Make sure that you follow me on the Bleacher Report. We do post-game shows immediately following the game. And also make sure that you come on back to the State of the Saints podcast for the official post-game show, the first post-game show of the regular season 2025. Follow me on X at TJAYJones8. Subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Till next time, all I got to say is